All right, everybody. We are here with Anthony. He is a funded trader, has been funded almost about a month now. Welcome, Anthony, to the podcast. It's good to have you on. So, let us know a little bit about yourself, where you're from, how'd you get into Forex and everything like that.
Okay. Yeah, I'm Anthony Ogunjori. I'm a Nigerian, but I'm based in the US. So I'm based in Minneapolis, Minnesota precisely. As far as how do I get to know about Forex, um, I've actually been trading Forex since 2007 because back then, I could remember back then I just graduated from high school. So there was something back then in Nigeria then whereby you put $1,000 down, then at the end of the month, you're gonna get like a return of $2,000, $3,000. So then my dad was like, oh, okay, fine. This is too good to be true. The only thing he feels that can give this kind of return is probably if you're investing in oil or something like that. But even though if you are investing in oil, the return can come very quickly, like within a month. So I think the man then did like
That's crazy. So you were saying that basically people investing in oil were making like those types of returns.
That was what my dad thought, that because that was the only way we felt that okay, how can I drop $1,000 and at the end of 30 days I get $2,000? That's 100% return on my capital.
Yeah.
It was kind of ridiculous. So it was kind of skeptical. So my dad was like, fine, I don't think I want to put my money in this. I want to do research. Let me know exactly what. Yep. Because what we were anticipating before was like, I think they invest the money in oil. Nigeria has oil. So then after like a month, then he was like, no, I think now I know where they invest that money in. I was like, what? He said currency trading, forex trading. I was like, forex trading. I don't know anything about forex trading. So back then there were like seminars and everything. Then decided, okay, you know what? Instead of we putting our money on this thing, why not let me send it for that trading? Go and learn that stuff. Since you're not doing anything, of course, I just graduated from high school, and I was planning to like go to the UK for my university, but it takes like almost a year to do my visas and everything. So basically, I was always at home. So then decided, okay, let's go for I should go for the training. So I went for the training. So like a 3 days training. Honestly speaking, when I got there, I didn't know anything because I was just seeing graphs and everything. Being my first time of seeing this, then after a while, actually like after a month, then I started like practicing on what I.
In the beginning, like, did you really have a hard time like understanding everything?
Yeah, yes, everything looks like magic. I was like, what is this? Because I actually went with my cousin then because she was a female. She understood what they were saying, but I was just sleeping. I was like, what's this? So because I wasn't doing anything for like almost a year, I was just at home. So my dad decided, okay, you know what? I'm going to get you a laptop. Do everything you need to do. So I started like practicing on my own, watching videos, doing seminars and everything. Watching online videos. Then I was able to like understand how it works and everything. Then after like 3-4 months, I started trading. I invested $1,000 back then. So let me say I was just making like $100. No, I wasn't really familiar with the stuff and everything. Then started trading. To be honest, my first $1,000, I blew it because I didn't know what is risk money management. I didn't know all those things. So the next thing my dad was like, okay, you know what? We keep trying. Then he funded my account again. Then I started trading. So I was like, okay. But I was still over leveraging because I didn't really know everything. Then what happened was that there was a day, because back then internet is kind of stable and everything, but back then in Nigeria, internet is not kind of stable. So there was a particular day I placed a trade that was on USD Swiss franc. So immediately I placed that trade, my internet went up. I didn't even put stop loss. I didn't put take profit. Like after like 40, 50 minutes, when the internet restored back, when I checked my account, I was already on negative $600 out of $1,000. Then I decided like, okay, you know what? I'm going to close this. Fine, in as much as I want to trade this, but the internet and everything, I can't, if I keep continuing like this, there's days I'm going to lose money.
Yeah.
So then I went to school and everything. Then in 2013, I came to the US. So when I got it, I was like, okay, fine. Internet is stable here, everything is stable, okay. But being my first time, within the first 3-4 months, fine, I didn't really have fun like that to like put money in Forex and everything. And the mistake I know about Forex is that we tend to like want to make it quick. Imagine you putting $1,000 that you want to make $20,000. You want to buy a Benz. You want to, like, so because I was like, okay, I need to be realistic with myself. In order to like trade Forex, that you know that you want to trade good Forex, you have to have at least minimum of $10,000 at least. And that was my belief then. So after everything, I was like, okay, fine, let me give this thing a try. Then I started again. There was this company called Markets. Markets
Live.
No. Market something they're based in Orlando, Florida. Yeah. So myself and my friend back there, a friend of mine that we went to school down here. So we decided, okay, let's sign up for this training and everything. So we paid $8,000, like on installment. So at the end of the day, I didn't get anything. I'm like, okay, fine. Then in 2016, crypto came. Then I was like investing in crypto. So there's a friend of mine again that we went to university back in Nigeria. So he moved down here. He stays in Minnesota. So he was like, Tony, do you know that there are some companies that can actually give you fund to trade? All you need to do is to prove yourself that you can trade. And I was like, okay, that's too good to be true. At the end of the day, they won't fund you, they will take your money. I was like, yes, okay. Then I started watching YouTube. That's when I came across Blake. So it was like, he did some reviews on 5%ers. So I was kind of moved with 5%ers because they said if I pay $850, they're going to give me a live account straight up. Then after everything, then once I meet my target, then they will fund me $80,000. Okay, that's too good to be true. Let's give it a try. As long as I know that, okay, yes, I can trade. And the only problem I was having was just that, it's just the fund. Because if there's a company that can give you that kind of money, why not let me try it? But I had another.
So around 2016 is really when you found out about prop firms.
Yeah. I started finding about that time. I think there was Top Step or something. They were not common back then. So in 2019, I think 2019 to 2020, that's when I decided, like, okay, yeah, let me take it. Let me try. Let me try this thing. So I got funded $80,000. So within a month, I made my first $8,000. But it was kind of funny because at the end of the day, when you look at it, the percentage split is 50-50. So I make $8,000. At the end of the day, me making $8,000, you guys are going to take $4,000 out of that. Then I'm only trading currencies because I'm more of like, I trade indices, gold and everything. So I didn't really have the flex and muscle to do most things that I want to do. So I just decided that, okay, after like almost like 2 months with them, I just decided like, oh, I'm done. So I quit. Then I started investing back in cryptocurrency. Then when cryptocurrency went up, everybody was making money. When it started coming down, I was like, man, I think now I need something that I know that can give me good money. Like constant money. Then I was like, okay, fine, there's no problem. So I came across my FX seed. So they were talking about, okay, if you drop, if you subscribe, it's $100,000, they can manage your account at the end of the month. Definitely everybody want to make money. Just sit down at home making money without it. So I subscribed to that. So the first 1-2 weeks, the guy that was trading my account, let me say it was just making like 2,000 and another draw, all this kind of stuff. So there was a time he made $4,000. Then all of a sudden it dropped down to like $100,000. Then he sent a text message on Telegram that he's going to quit, that he's not going to work with the company again, that in case we want to collect our account, we can collect our account and trade our account ourselves. And I was like, okay, yes, I think I'm going to do that. Then I sent an email to my FX seed and they gave me my account. Within a week, I was able to pass that challenge. I was like, okay, good. So they sent me congratulations message and everything. So they were like, oh, they were going to send me the phase 2 account for me to like start trading. Hopefully, they should send it tomorrow. Ever since then, I didn't hear anything from them. They didn't reply me. I sent several messages. They did, okay, even though if you guys are not going to do that, can you just give me my refund back? They didn't do anything. So after everything, I was like, okay, this thing is a scam. It's a scam. I'm not doing all this. But for the fact that I traded with 5% and I got my money, I knew that, okay, yes, there's a bit Like, okay, there's genuine. I mean, there's some companies that are genuine, and there are some companies that they are not genuine at all.
Yes, you had some
And
good and some bad experiences.
yeah, so I was like, okay, fine, no problem. Then there was this my friend. He moved down from Nigeria. That was 3 years ago. So he came to visit me from New Jersey. He came here to visit me from New Jersey. That was like about some couples of months ago. So when he came, I was like, oh yeah, he got a job with Amazon. I mean, with Microsoft.
Mhm.
And they paid him $150,000 base salary. They gave him 54,000 stock, all this kind of. So everything, the total package was about $240,000. And I was like, wow, this is what I want to do. Okay, I want to go learn AWS, all this kind of stuff. So I
Mhm.
started training for that. Then all of a sudden, I just started and I was like, okay, first, let's see. I traded with, I mean, 5%. I passed their phase and I was funded. So that means I'm good. I
Mhm.
collected my account from my FX seed, and I passed it, but it didn't give me my second phase. Then I was like, okay, instead of me studying for this AWS, which is another skill, why not let me put my knowledge in what I already know already? Because I have like over 10 years experience in
Yeah,
this thing.
basically double down on the trading.
Yeah, then I was like, okay, now, so let's even now say, okay, if I even get like $150,000 job, at the end of the month, I'm getting $10,000 a month. But if I can get a $200,000 account and I'm not being greedy and I'm just targeting like 10% a month, that's $20,000. After the percentage, I'm having like $16,000, which is not bad at all. Now I'm
No.
like, okay, now I'm going to take a risk. And the risk I want to take now is that I want to buy the challenge and I want to try the funded and I want to try the funding talent. So I bought $100,000 challenge at funding talent and I bought $200,000 with the funded. So with the funded, within 3 weeks, I was able to pass phase one, phase two.
Mhm.
Then for the funding challenge, within a week, I was able to pass the whole phase because there was no minimum trading days.
Mhm.
So immediately I passed the first day, they gave me the second, and I started trading. The next thing I was like, okay, fine. In order for me to be successful in trading with this company, I don't need to rush. I don't need to rush myself. So all I need to do, okay, if I can be making 10% of my portfolio, I mean, of my account in a month, I'm good. Instead of me trying to like, oh, I want to make 40,000, I want to make $50,000, I'd rather buy more challenges since I can buy up to like 3 challenges, which is
Yeah, and we saw
600,000.
this recently, with one of our traders who he's up a considerable amount on his account and he just keeps being greedy and greedy and greedy, and then you end up losing the account.
Using the account. I was like, okay, that's what I was going to do. Then I had a little problem. The problem I had was that I was trading from the front at funding talent, 1.0 on indices,
Mhm.
that's $10. Whereas on the funded 1.0, that's $100 per lot per movement.
Mhm.
So there was a time, I was able to meet my 10% within 2 weeks with the funded because the first mistake, my first trade was a loss. I made a loss of about 4,800 because I was trading on the funding talent. Then when I placed my trade on the funded, the lot I was moving like with like $500. So when I checked because that was during New York section. So within 5 minutes, I was already down like $5,000. I was forced to close the trade. So I started training. Within 2 weeks, I was able to build my account back to 20,000 because my target was $20,000. I want to like discipline myself. So
Mhm.
instead of me trying to trade more, I will buy more challenge, pass those, then I know I can get like if I'm averaging $50,000, that's not bad at all. So
Mhm.
I started doing that. Then that was last week. I placed a trade. I, I think I made about $21,000. Then I wanted to place another trade on my funding talent. Then I made that same mistake I made the first time. I was down like almost $10,000 for that day.
Wow.
You guys sent me a text message. You guys sent me an email that, oh, you saw my trade, I'm good and everything, but my lot size and everything, in which I know it was my mistake from being trading the funding talent and trading the funded. So I was like, okay, fine, no problem. For that day, that was on the Monday. I was not going to do anything. Let me just go sleep because if I try to trade again, I might try to like, okay, I want to like do retrain trading and everything. So within 3-4 weeks, within 3 days, I was able to build the account back to $20,000, in which I just left it and I faced my funding talent. So for the past 2.5 weeks, I didn't trade. So today because I know that there's some trades, I have some setups whereby even I entered those trades, I would have made like $3,000, $4,000. I can make about $30,000. But today I was like, oh, I saw a nice setup. I was like, oh, I think I just need like $2,000 more or something. So I traded good.
Let's actually go ahead and let's take a look real quick at your account. I've got it pulled up here. So yeah, I mean, you started around October 10th, and like you were saying, you're up a good amount right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're up about. So what do you think? You think you're gonna cash out on this?
Yeah. My target is just 10%. So definitely on Tuesday now, I'm gonna make a withdrawal request.
Yeah, because you've got at one point you were up 10%, and then you had a little bit of a dip.
Yeah, that was when I made a mistake with the lot size.
Yeah, because you've been you've been growing it pretty steadily. I mean, at first you had a little loss, and then from there you hit like a 6% trade or like a 5% trade, and then from there you've just been kind of moving up, which is obviously good. So you're up about like 8% right now. You've got pretty decent win ratio. You got like, what are you trying to target per trade? Like 2-to-1, 3-to-1 risk reward?
Yeah. I always tell like my minimum is like ratio 1-to-1, but most of the time, at times my trades are ratio 1-to-2, 1-to-3. And at times I take partial profits.
Yeah. So you must have had some big wins in here, because I see your win ratio isn't exactly that high, but you're obviously in some profit.
Mm-hmm.
So it looks like you got gold, German 30, US 30, trading. So gold and indices seem like they're pretty big for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've got some big trades on there, and then you've got GU. So would you say, you got GU, NAS 100, German 30, US 30, gold. So you're trading a lot of different pairs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm more or less into the indices.
Yeah, you've got a bunch of different pairs on here. So let's see the times. You got like 10 minutes, 2 hours, some of them 6 hours, then under.
Yeah.
So you're for the most part like not holding for too long the trades.
Yeah. At times, you notice that like all these NAS, German 30, during London section and New York section, the market move really quick. And at times, under 10, 15, 20 minutes, I already hit my target, my take profit and everything, and I'm out of the market.
So like in a situation like this, when you first start off with the account and you go down, how do you, in handling that situation, like when you're talking to yourself, how do you kind of come back from that?
Yeah, I knew that was my mistake, because what happened then was that I wanted to place 0.5, which is $50 per movement. Then I ended up playing 5.0, which is $500 per movement. So I knew that was my mistake. So immediately on that day, I just decided, okay, I'm not going to trade for today. Tomorrow is another day. There's a lot of money to be made in the market. So let me just wait and see. Then from the second day, then I started like bidding. So at the end of that week, I was able to, I think I ended up that week with about 12,000 or so.
So, I mean, give us a little, I'm sure people want to know what's like a quick insight into your strategy, like what you look for on indices, what you look for on golds, Forex, so on.
Okay. So based on, like I said, my trading strategy is based on price action. So back then, there's this particular strategy I learned then. There's this guy called Pimp Olik back then. That was about 10 years ago. So basically how it works is that before the market closed for the day, so I try to like change my candlestick to like 15 minutes chart. Then I'm able to like I try to write I try to find out the highest point and the lowest point between 23.15, 23.30, and 23.40. So once I'm able to get that, then I put it into my pivot calculator. So I'm able to get the pivot. I'm able to get the pivot line for that. Then, so that strategy works during London section. So during London section, then I construct my my horizontal lines. That's with increments of 20, 20, 20, 20 pips. So when London section kicks in, I know, okay, this market is going to this direction. It's going to eat this support. Then that's where I put my stop loss. I mean, that's where I put my take profit. Then I put my stop loss below the support. And as for the gold, or what I do about gold, 2 hours, I'm like 3 hours before London's New York section, I try to like find the highest point and the lowest point the market goes. Then I drop my support or resistance. Then I place my penny order at times. Or at times I just enter the trade.
Mm-hmm. That's interesting. So
Yeah.
now that you're about to get your withdrawal, what do you think? Are you gonna potentially get more accounts or?
Yeah, I already I got another account, another $200,000 account in which I already passed the phase one already. So I'm just waiting for the 8 minimum days, which is going to be on Monday. So tomorrow now I want to get another one again. So I just want to like, okay, have my $600,000 account. But
Yep.
right now I already passed my first phase for the $200,000 challenge I'm doing now. So I just have the second phase to pass, and I have 400,000. Yeah, but hopefully tomorrow I want to try to like, if I can get $200,000 again, then within 2 weeks or 3 weeks, if I'm able to pass that, then I know I have my 300,000, my $600,000.
Yeah, that's sick, dude. So far, what do you think, of the funded trader? Obviously, we've been doing a lot of different updates, everything like that. What is your take so far?
No, to be honest, you guys are the best. It's just a matter of time, because I know you guys are pretty new, but I know you guys have a lot of challenges. But you guys are like, although at times it might take a while though, but you guys are delivering what you guys said you promised, and what you guys promised that you're gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
So for the fact that Blake do review on bad profit, so I had the full confidence that okay, now this is gonna be the top. It's just a matter of time.
Mm-hmm.
And for the fact that the daily drawdown and the maximum drawdown, and that's really, I mean, 12% for maximum drawdown, 6% for daily drawdown. That really worried. So I was like, okay, yeah, this is the company I want to go with. And
Yeah.
in terms of the price, again, it's I mean, $900 for $200,000 account compared to FTM, which is about $1,275.
Yeah,
I'm like, okay, yeah, that's good.
Yeah, I would say, like you said, we're trying our best to stick to the promises that we made with with all these new features and the new deliverables and everything, and just have like good overall customer support, right? So
Yeah.
we're fairly new, and at the end of the day, we just have to continue to do what we're doing over the course of months on months on months. But I think people like you are what's going to help the business ultimately become successful, right? So I wish you obviously more success, and look forward to seeing you get your additional account, and obviously the payout next week.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. So thanks for hopping on, everyone watching. If you like these videos, please like, subscribe, comment below if you have any questions for Anthony. We can link a way for you guys to get in touch with him below. And yeah, thanks again, man.
Yeah, thank you.